SB52 won't be an automatic Pats win. The Patriots opened up as 6-point favorites over the Eagles when the Super Bowl matchup was set on Sunday night. It was the biggest opening spread since the 2009 game, when a 9-7 Cardinals team took on a 12-4 Steelers team. Pittsburgh was the AFC's best team that year. Arizona was expected to be one and done in the playoffs. A big spread made sense for the game. It doesn't for this year's matchup between two 13-3 teams that, on paper, are evenly matched. Here are 3 reasons the Eagles will give the Patriots all they can handle on February 4th. Geoff, Burke-USA Today Sports. If you love dominant offensive line play, I suggest you go back and watch the film of the Eagles' win over the Vikings in the NFC Championship game. Philly's O-line put on a clinic. Former NFL offensive lineman Geoff Schwartz referred to it as all porn, and I can't think of a better description. NFL Network analyst, and former Eagles lineman, Brian Baldinger was equally excited by the line's performance. Philly has dominated the line of scrimmage all season, but doing it against one of the best defensive lines in the league, maybe the best behind Jacksonville, was eye-opening. Dominating a patchwork New England front seven won't be nearly as difficult a task. The Eagles will have no problem running all over the Pats if the line performs anywhere close to the level it did last Sunday. Robert Hanashiro, USA Today Sports. Everyone can tell you how to beat Tom Brady, pressure him up the middle and lock down his receivers in man coverage. Actually pulling it off is nearly impossible to do because, 1. Dominant interior pass rushers are hard to find and, 2. Brady is too smart to blitz, so it's up to the front 4 to get pressure on its own. If there is a defense that can go toe-to-toe with Brady for a full 60 minutes, it resides in Philadelphia. Fletcher Cox is an absolute stud at defensive tackle. Timmy Jernigan is a monster in his own right. And the Eagles are loaded at defensive end with Brandon Graham, Vinnie Curry, Chris Long and Derek Barnett. The linebacking core can run with tight ends and backs, and the secondary has gotten better and better as the year has gone on. Remember how much problems the Falcons gave Brady early on in Super Bowl before eventually gassing out? The Eagles have the players to employ similar strategies and, more importantly, the depth to execute the plan for a full 4 quarters. Belichick's game-planning skills are legendary. He figures out a way to take away what an opposing offense does best, which forces teams to go outside their comfort zone to win the game. Here's the problem: I'm not sure the Eagles have a thing they do best. They can run the ball with a number of backs. They have 2 good pass-catching tight ends. The offensive line is dominant against the run and good against the pass. The receivers can make plays all over the field. Philly's offense might not do anything at an elite level, but there's nothing it can't do well. Throw in a dynamic scheme that blends run-pass options, West Coast passing concepts and brutal play-action fakes, and this offense becomes almost impossible to defend, unless, of course, Nick Foles has a disaster of a game. But if Foles plays anywhere close to the level he played on Sunday night in Philadelphia, forget about the Eagles not having a chance. The Patriots will be the team that struggles to keep the game close. If Foles is just okay, Philadelphia will make it a much tougher game than Vegas is assuming it will be. More, Jalen Rose explains why Kawhi Leonard wants out of San Antonio. CNN's Jake Tapper calls out the Patriots. They're a cheating team. Vikings fan captures the miserable treatment she got from Eagles fans in one video. An ill-timed whistle likely robbed the Jaguars from a trip to the Super Bowl. LeVar Ball is already trying to undermine the coach of his son's Lithuanian basketball team.